Okay, guys. Oops. Okay. Okay, here we are. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Um, so my oldest son, who turned 21 last week, got engaged on Saturday night, which was very exciting. And it was super sweet because he surprised her, went and picked her up, and he proposed. And then her parents, when he picked her up, her parents came over, and we had the whole family, and everybody was all together, and it was really lovely. And just, seeing them, and many of you have been taking my classes for many years. So, my oldest son is very stoic. It's like he does like even when he was a baby, like he'd be on the pictures like, he's in the army. He looks like he's in the army. He looks like he has to be tough all the time. And just the glowing smile, like couldn't stop smiling, couldn't stop, which is huge for him. So they're just super happy. And just watching them, in those moments, like those, they've been together for a very long time, on and off, but really since 8th grade. But this is a different level, a different stage, obviously. And seeing them in that moment was just reminding me of those moments in my own life with my own husband, and having those moments together. And it's so just all pervasive and all encompassing, and when you're having that experience with a spouse or a person or anyone in your life, maybe even a deep friend, where you have that just connection, where you're sort of immersed in that. It's a very like physical, like visceral, feeling, like you really feel it in your whole body. And it's an emotional feeling, obviously, like there's emotions that go along with it. But it's, when we come to yoga practice, the scriptures, the yoga scriptures talk about this idea of spiritual love, and that those experiences of the physical sensations of love, the emotional experience of love, that they are really just like a tip of the iceberg, kind of, it's just to let us know that that's possible. And each time we come to the mat, there is a style of yoga. I don't know what else to call it. A method of yoga that's called bhakti yoga. And it's bhakti literally means devotion, and so it's this idea that you just like fill up with love as much as you can, you connect to love in whatever way you can, whatever gets you there, and you just keep sort of immersing yourself in these feelings of love, of unconditional love. And here's the thing, love itself is always unconditional. There's no conditions on love. There's conditions on commitment. It might be, no, I need you to be A, B, C, and D if I'm going to be with you, and that's okay. Like those are necessary things. But the love itself, that feeling, that's always unconditional. There's no conditions on love. And that is the love that we're talking about, this sort of all pervasive divine feeling of just, connection, where it's not dependent, that the love is not dependent on, what do I have to do to get that love back? Or how do I have to give that love so it comes back to me? It's this sense of just kind of being in the flow, in the flow of it, that the love that is God, that is the divine, that is our source, that is consciousness. It's there all the time. It's in us, it's around us. We can sense it. We can, but we've got to open to it, and we've got to pay attention to it. But then when we're in that flow, it's not this, as we've talked about before, this transactional experience of like, oh, I'm going to give you love so I can get it back, or, oh, what do I have to do to be worthy enough for your love? It's this experience of just being in it, and there's nothing you have to do. There's no, there's no conditions on it. You just open yourself up, and it's there, and it flows in. And we get this sense then in our bodies on the physical level of like a softening, like a melting, like when you watch like when you watch like a romance movie, and it's like your heart kind of goes like, oh, or when you watch your son get engaged with his beloved, it's like your heart just like melts a little bit, and that's what we're doing here. We're like melting our hearts a little bit. We're like opening them up, softening them a little bit, so that we can have that flow. because it's always coming to us, but here's the thing. It's not always coming in the way that we expect it. It's not always coming in the way that we might want it to. I was thinking this morning about that story, the story about the guy who's in the flood, and he's in the flood, and somebody wades up to his door and is like, okay, come on, we're going to help get you out, and he's like, no, I'm good. God's going to save me, and then the flood waters keep coming up. So he climbs up on his roof, and then a boat comes, and the boat comes by, and they're like, come on, get in the boat. We're going to save you. Come on, get in the boat. No, God's going to save me. God is going to save me, and then the waters keep coming up, and he's on the roof, and then a helicopter comes, and the helicopter's like, come on, let's go. You're good. The water's coming up. You got to get in the helicopter. He's like, no, God is going to save me. Floodwaters come over. The guy drowns. When he meets God in heaven, he says, God, why didn't you come and save me? And God's like, what are you talking about? I sent a person. I sent a boat. I sent a helicopter. What do you mean? But often, like, how often is it like that in our lives, that it's like, the whatever, the love, the thing, the whatever it is coming to us, but maybe not in the way that we expected it to. So it's like we have to sort of open ourselves up to, we put these conditions on how we want the love to happen. And it's not always Hollywood. In fact, it's most often not that. It's not Hallmark cards and balloons and movies, and right. It's not. It's really not that most of the time. So we've got to be open to all the ways that we can receive love, that we can offer love. All right, those are my thoughts for this morning. So we'll just come from that in the practice, cultivate that, which, as we head into Thanksgiving with our families, is probably a good thing to shore ourselves up with the love a little bit, right? All right. Ram Dass used to say, anytime you ever feel like you're getting enlightened, just go visit your family. That has proven itself to be true in my life for sure. All right. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. And just let yourself settle a little. And as you settle, let your breath and your awareness just begin to settle into your heart center. And if it's helpful, you can bring to mind an inspiration for a feeling of unconditional love. If it's a person, that's fine. But if your best representation of love is your dog or your cat or a place that you love to be, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. However, you can connect to this unconditional melting of your heart. That's what matters, that we connect into that feeling. So whatever you can use to help you get there. And then it's not a struggle to find that ever-present flow of love. And as I'm saying it, don't judge what comes into your mind. Just hold on to it. Just breathe into that feeling. And maybe it comes with a little bit of longing, a little bit of wanting more. And that's just the reminder that, love can keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. Our hearts just get bigger. It's not always easy, but we just open ourselves up to it because that great love holds it all. And then also there's this little edge when we love deeply, a surrender of self that is necessary, but can feel a little scary. So as the breath falls into this deeper rhythm, in and out from the heart center, just feel it flowing into you and flowing out, this feeling of unconditional love. It can go to the image or the person or the being, whatever that you're using, that you're holding on to, or it can just go where it goes. On the inhale, you just invite it back from wherever it's coming from. To and from your soft heart. From a heart that feels just a little more open. Perhaps with that a little more vulnerable. This is why we come together and we practice together, so that we can have that sense of opening ourselves up in a safe space where our hearts feel like they can let go and do that work. Join your hands now in front of your heart. And let's begin with 3 ohms together. If you'd like to join, take in a deep breath. Om. Let your head bow softly to your heart. As you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes. All right, let's come up to standing. We're going to do some standing warm-ups this morning. So let's stand and face the long edge of the mat, actually, so you can take your feet a little bit wider. So go wide, a little wider than hip distance with your feet. So got a little space. Good. And then bend your knees and poke your hips back. Take your hands, rest your hands onto your thighs. Yeah, send your butt back behind you a little bit more, like you're sticking your butt back. Good. And then do a little cat and cow here. So inhale and arch your back, lifting your chest, looking up, and then exhaling, let your spine round, let your head release. Inhale and arch, lifting up. That's it. Exhale and round, and then just back and forth like that a few times, imagining just each breath, each nourishing breath, drawing love into your heart center, releasing it away, and just having this sense of your whole body being flooded with it. Yoga scriptures teach us that our bodies themselves are proof of the love of that one source of being, of the divine. It's the reason we're here. It's why we came into being, to love and be loved. One more breath in and out. Good. And then widen your heels out so your feet are parallel, and then fold forward. And if this is too much to go all the way to the floor, just find your blocks, put your hands onto your blocks. I know it's kind of early in practice for a big forward bend, but just be here. Be soft with yourself. You can keep your knees a little soft for this first one, but relax your shoulders, relax your neck and your head. Let your head just release, maybe shaking your head a little, yes and no, just circling your neck around, letting gravity lengthen your head and your neck. And then bend your knees again, turn your toes out, take your hands now to the inner knee. So turn your hands around so your fingers are pointing inwards. That's it. Hips are back. And then just do some shoulder dips. Dip your left shoulder down towards your right knee, and then come up to center, and then dip your other shoulder in. So opposite shoulder to opposite knee, keeping your legs nice and steady, just letting your upper body flow up and down, side to side. And if it feels better to just hold on one side and take a couple of breaths there, you can do that. If your energy is feeling a little sluggish, you can do it a little faster. One more each side, just putting a little music on. All right, come to center, widen your heels, straighten your legs, fold forward again. Let your shoulders relax, slide off your back a little bit. Okay, we're going to go into a side to side pattern now. So walk your hands over to your right foot. You can turn your right foot out, bend your right knee, sit into that right knee as deeply as you want. Good. And then straighten your right leg, walk to the left. Your left toes can turn out a little, bend into the left knee. Good. And then walk through center. And if you want to sit a little deeper, maybe your heel comes up, maybe your toes come up. They don't have to. And then walk through center and over to the other side. Again, maybe you want to sit a little deeper, see what your body is wanting to do, how it's wanting to move. Go side to side a few times. That's it. You can do this with hands on blocks also, as always. Finish with your second side. And then again, heels out, toes in, feet parallel, fold to center. Shoulders relaxed, face relaxed. And this just sense that I don't have to hold it all up. There's nothing I need to do to be worthy of being loved. I can just be me. I can just be here. I can just be breathing. That's enough. It doesn't have to be any more than that. Lengthen your spine, turn your toes out, bend your knees again. Knees over ankles. Now this time, take your elbows out wide into cactus arms. Good. Your hips stay back, but your belly is drawing back towards your spine. And then just do a little side to side, right elbow to right knee, right thigh, left elbow to left thigh. Yep, just side to side a few times, keeping your lower body steady. Just waking up the core. We did cat and cow. Now some lateral movements. One more each side. Tap and over to the other side. Good. And straighten both legs. Turn your toes in. Step your feet together. Okay, we're going to do a little sequence called, this is a heart chakra namaskar. Namaskar means like a greeting. So it's like to open up through the heart chakra. So it's just a little standing flow. We're going to start at the front of the mat in Tadasana. So come forward. We are going to drop a back knee down to the floor at some point. So if you know that your knee needs some support, you can put a blanket across your mat and have those things, or just ready and waiting if you might need it. All right, come to mountain pose. Feet are parallel. Stack the bones of your legs. Move your pelvis back in space a little bit so it's right over your heels. We tend to stand with the pelvis sort of popped forward. So draw your thigh bones back, the pelvis back, draw your tailbone down, lengthen through your spine, and just be here again. Just nothing else to do. Receiving the breath. Offering the breath back, receiving love with the breath, offering love out into the world. On your next inhale, circle your arms to the sky, reach up. And exhale, release your arms down. And one more just like that, just the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms by your side. Okay, this time, shift your weight to your left foot. As your arms come up, lift up your right knee or just hover, come onto the tiptoes. If it's too much to balance, then you don't have to balance. Okay, you're gonna keep your arms reaching forward, send the right leg way back behind you into a lunge, be on your toes. Reach forward with your arms, reach back with your leg. Yes, that's it, you guys, good. Stretch back through your back foot, forward through your arms. Okay, now slowly lower that back knee down. You can always put your hands down first if you need to. Then inhale, take your arms up. Curl your head and your shoulders back. Be easy, gentle. We're still early in practice here. Good. Hands down to the floor. Shift your weight back so your right hip comes over your right knee. Slide your left heel out in front of you. Yeah, so you want your hip over your knee. Slide your knee back, your right knee, like back more so that you have more space. There you go. That's it. Straighten out your left leg. And if your hands don't reach the floor, you can use blocks here if you need blocks. Good. Lengthen your spine and lengthen your left leg. And then as you exhale, fold over your leg. And then as you inhale, just fill up with that feeling, that sense of love flowing into you. And then as you breathe out and you soften a little, just have this sense of sending love out in all directions, through the legs, through the torso, outwards, through the sides. One more breath. Good. Rebend your front knee. Shift your weight back to your front foot. Lift your back knee up off the floor. Good. Squeeze your legs in towards each other and then take your arms back behind you this time. Heart forward, arms back. Okay, now you could take one big step or a couple of steps and come up and bring your knee up with you. Yep, take a few steps if you need. And then exhale, right foot next to left foot. Yeah, very good, you guys. Pause, find Tadasana again. Close your eyes, deepen your breath. Notice if your sense of worthiness, self-worth is related to whether you could do a lunge or balance on one foot or not. And see if you can just let go of that. Because again, the love is unconditional. It doesn't depend on anything at all. It's just there. Inhale, let your arms sweep up. Exhale, circle your arms back by your sides. One more. Inhale, arms up, just the arms. Get wider in that circle of arms. Good. And then arms by your sides. Okay, this time shift to your right foot. The left knee is going to come up. So circle up, lift up your left knee. Good. Then reach forward and stretch back at the same time. Left leg back, arms out in front. If you need to go hands to the floor, do it. It's totally fine. Then drop your back knee. Again, hands to the floor first if you need to. Good. And then lift up and curl back, a little low lunge. Yes, you guys. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. And then slide your right heel out in front. So left hip stays over the knee. Right leg comes out in front. You can have your hands on the floor or on blocks. Good. Deep breath in. Lengthen your leg, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold. Let your head release towards your knee. Couple more breaths here. Our sense of being able to receive love shouldn't depend on how open our hamstrings are or not, whether we can touch the floor or not. Often though, the brain goes there, right? Like, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. What do I need to do? Just breathe. It's not about whether your leg can straighten, your head can come towards your knee. It's about how much can I open to love? That's it. That's it. And how can the pose be an expression of that, even when it doesn't feel like it can be? All right, shift forward. Bend your front knee. Lift your back knee up. Squeeze your legs together. Good. Look forward and get your take your arms back behind you. That's it. And then it's one big step or a few little steps. Come up, bring your knee up. That's it. And then release your hands by your sides. Good. Back to Tadasana. Just take a breath right where you are. Nice, you guys. Inhale, sweep both arms up again. This time we're going to hinge forward, fold, Uttanasana. Good. And we're going to walk back into tabletop. So come to hands and knees. Usually we start here. We're getting here a little later in the practice today. So we're coming into hands and knees. Good. Spread out your fingers. And then I want to just work on this sense of the melting heart. So when we say melt the heart, like what does that look like in your body? It's like a little bit of just like this softening in the front of the body. The shoulder blades slide onto the back, not in a way that feels like a collapse, right? That we feel unsupported or that we feel like pain or like pinchiness in the shoulders. It's just like this. It's like exhale and just soften a little bit. Yeah. Arms stay straight. You're still pushing into the floor with your hands, but this space in the front of the chest feels a little bit softer. All right. Keep your arms, keep your shoulders, walk your knees back, and then tuck your toes and lift up into downward facing dog and see if you can keep that sense of your heart space staying really soft. The front, the back. All right, everybody try this. Come to plank just for a moment, top of a push-up. Yep, heels over toes, shoulders over wrists. Okay, now don't move your hands or your feet. Go back to dog. Try that. See if it gives you a little more length in the side body. And then pedal out your feet. Bend one knee and then the other. Yeah. Keep your arms steady and strong. Keep your shoulder blades lifting in towards your spine. So the front of the heart space stays open. It's this physical expression of the feeling of love that opens you up, makes you go a little gooey inside. Get gooey. All right. Let's come to plank again. Try to recreate that action now in the upper body in plank. It's harder. Work your legs, tone your glutes, tone your belly. If you need to put your knees down, that's fine. But then let your heart just melt down a little bit, but keep pushing into the floor. All right, drop your knees, roll down to your belly. Rest your head on your hands. Take a deep breath into not just your belly, but into your ribs, the side ribs, the back of your lungs. Just feel how you can breathe all the way around into the lungs, to the ribs, to the whole torso. All right, then come up into Sphinx pose. So come up onto your elbows. You've got a shoulder thing going on, lacing the fingers together will probably be a little gentler on the shoulder, so you can always do that. If it's manageable, go parallel arms. Good. Now squeeze your legs in towards each other. Tone your legs, like make your legs really strong. Press your toenails down. Tone your glutes, your butt muscles. Sweep your tailbone and tone your belly a little bit. So feel your belly lift away from the floor gently, but at the same time, let your heart melt forward. Can you do both of those things at once? I know it's a lot. Belly lifts up, heart softens forward. Draw the tops of your shoulders back, your throat back, your ears back. Okay, good. And then splay your elbows, rest your head again. We're going to come into a thigh stretch. So two options here. You can stay low like this and reach back for your right foot with your right hand. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can come up onto your left elbow and do the same thing. So that might feel like too much. Maybe you want to stay low. Either way, we're holding the right foot with the right hand. That's it. Hug your heel towards your butt. Make your toes a little active. So your toes are sort of pulling back towards your hand a little, even as your hand is pulling your heel down gently. And then notice if the front of your right thigh has lifted away from the floor, try to ground it. Try to bring your right thigh, your right hip down a little bit more grounded. Hug your heel. Take one more breath. Okay, good. And release the foot. Pause for a moment. And then over to the other side. So you can rest your head on your right arm, or you can be up on your right elbow. Either one is fine. You're going to reach back, hold your left foot behind you. That's it. Heel to butt. Toes active, pulling the toes back like you're making a little shelf for your hand. That's it. Hug your heel in closer. And then as you're easing into it, as that muscle's opening up a little bit, try to get the whole front of your left thigh, your left hip to the floor. If you're up on your elbow, you're not collapsing into your shoulder. You're pushing into the floor with that right elbow. All right, good. And then release your foot. Rest your head for a moment, bend up your knees, do a couple of windshield wipers, trying to keep your pelvis fairly steady here so the movement is in the legs, not so much in the pelvis. You'll get a little more opening into the hip if you keep your pelvis more steady as you do this. Okie dokie. Stretch your legs back. We're coming back up into downward facing dog. So press yourself up. If you want to take that moment in tabletop and work on the softening of the heart, you can do that. And then as you're ready, knees and hips up. Try for that longer dog today. So we're getting a little more stretch for the torso. When we step in closer, it's a deeper stretch for the legs, but I want you to get a stretch for your spine. All right, everybody bend your knees a little bit. Take your thigh bones way back, hips way back behind you. Pull your hips back that way, like that. Move your belly towards your thighs. That's it. That's it. And then if you can keep it and stretch your legs straight, keep it, or else just keep your knees bent, but nice long spine. Yes, good work, you guys. Okay, now walk yourself forward. Come to forward bend. Inhale, come on all the way up, reach up, stretch up tall. Good. Exhale, sweep your hands behind your back now. Lace your fingers together. So heels of your hands are together. So rest your thumbs onto right above your tailbone, so right on your sacrum. And then take a big breath in, fill up your whole upper body. Have this sense again of filling up with just love being poured into you. And feel your heart melt a little. Pull your shoulders back, stretch your arms back. And so if you can do two actions at once, so there's like the muscles between the shoulder blades are firing up, the arms are stretching back, and at the same time, the heart's like just melting a little bit forward. All right, keep all of that. Hinge forward at your hips, arms towards the sky, head towards the floor. If you feel a lot of pulling in your low back or in your hamstrings, just bend your knees and it'll mitigate that for you. Inhale, come halfway up. So flatten out your spine, lift your shoulders a little more, melt your heart a little more, and then fold in again. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come on all the way back up. Release your hands, stretch up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. Come forward so you have space behind you. Maybe move the blanket for now. We won't need that. So blanket off the mat. And then we're going to step back into, we're going to come to warrior one. So we'll step back with the right foot first, right leg back. Let's just work the lower body first. So put your right heel down, turn your right toes out. So Sherry, yeah, you can come all the way onto the heel like that. Good. Okay. Bend your left knee over your ankle. Right leg stays straight. So back leg is straight if possible. Yeah. Good. Wrap the right hip around to face front. Now, notice how the pelvis wants to tip forward. The belly wants to splay out a little bit. So draw your tailbone down, draw your belly back towards your spine gently. Then with your hands on your hips, just roll your shoulders back. Try to slide your thumbs towards each other. Good. And then can you come back to that heart melty feeling? So that the love is flowing out through the front, down through the legs, up through the spine. We're not adding the arms yet. We'll do it in a minute. All right, let's switch legs. Just work the lower body, second side. So right foot forward, left foot back. That's it. So back heel is down for warrior warrior one. Hips are turning towards the front edge of your mat. Don't do that in a way that hurts your knee. If your back knee bothers you, you can play with the angle of your foot and that'll help. Right knee over the ankle. Good. Then tailbone down, belly strong, pelvic floor drawing in and up. Slide your thumbs towards each other behind you. Keep the whole lower body just as we said it, and then maybe just melt your heart a little bit. Open up through your heart space. Have this sense of the love flowing in, flowing out. You're just opening yourself up to it. Nothing else, nothing you need to do to earn it, to be worthy of it. Just breathe. Good. Switch your feet again. So step forward. Left foot forward, right foot back. Good. Now just set up the lower body here. Set up your lower pose. Same thing we just did. Same pose. This time we're going to add the arms. So set the lower body. Then reach your arms up and turn your right palm to the sky. And then hook your left fingers on top. So you've clasped your hands together like this. That's it. Now bend your elbows out to the sides like you're making like a halo around your head. Good. Then as you do that, imagine you're trying to pull your hands apart. Feel your shoulder blades sort of light up on your back. Feel them firming in towards the back of the heart. So now you can just lift your heart a little more, maybe curl back a little more. Take your head back between your arms a little more. And then stay right there, but stretch your arms back out straight into fullest expression of warrior one. Fullest expression of unconditional love flowing through you, around you, inside you. Good. Release your hands. Step forward. Nice, you guys. Second side. Left foot back. Bend your right knee. Back leg stays straight or as straight as possible. Hips forward. Set up the whole lower body. Do that good work of toning the belly, supporting yourself, loving yourself here. Connect to your core. Inhale, arms up. Left palm turns up. Wrap your right fingers on top. Grip the fingers together and then pull wide. Make your halo, your angel halo. Pull your armpits back. Take your elbows wider. Take your head back. That's it. And then right where you are, stretch your arms out straight and just have this sense of love flowing in, flowing out. Maybe it's not a hallmark moment, it's work. Love is often work. Relationships are work. Love shouldn't be work. Love is just love. All right, release your hands. Step forward. Good. Find your feet, find Tadasana, come back to center. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, fold forward. We're going to walk back to downward facing dog from here. So walk back into dog, take your time, get there however it is reasonable for you to get there. Okay, we're going to come to Vashisthasana prep pose. So inhale, come to plank. Bring your shoulder blades in towards your spine. If you need to put your knees down, it's fine. Let your heart melt a little bit. That's it. Okay, now drop your right knee right where it is. Just drop it down. Swing your right leg back behind you. Spin down the instep of your left foot. Yep, left leg is straight. Left leg is straight. Then left arm to the sky. You got it. And just have this sense of the front of the heart, the back of the heart opening up. You're pressing down into the floor with that bottom arm, stretching up to your top arm. Good. Exhale. Take your left hand down. Take your left knee down. Come back to tabletop. Back to plank. Good. Shoulders over wrists. Melt your heart a little bit. Push into the floor. Drop your left knee. Swing your left leg back. Spin down your inner right foot. Right arm to the sky. That's it, you guys. This is the other side, right? Yeah. Good. Stretch up. Push into the floor. Exhale, hand down, knee down. Good. Sit back into child's pose. Take your hips to your heels. Let your head release down. How do we learn to connect to this feeling of love? We can just keep using that image, you know, whatever it was that came to you at the start of practice. If it helps you to get there, just keep using that image. We engage with the best interpretation that our brains, our minds, our hearts have, the representation of what unconditional love should and can be. We just stay connected to that. Come on back up to tabletop. All right, we're going to step the right foot up into another low lunge. We're going to go a little deeper into it this time. So step a little farther forward if you can. So have that back leg on a big diagonal. And your front knee can be over your heel if that's better for a knee, but it can also be over your toes if your knee feels comfortable going into that much of a stretch, or your ankle feels comfortable going into that deep of a stretch. You can do it that way. All right, squeeze your legs in towards each other. Take your hands to your front thigh. Front heel down if possible. Yeah, that's it. Squeeze your legs in. Good. Now sweep your tailbone forward. Feel your pelvic floor tone, your low belly tone, supporting your low back. Inhale, take your arms up to the sky. Remember that halo we just did in Warrior One? Try to recreate that action, that energy in your upper back and curl back any amount more. Nice, you guys. Exhale, go hands to the floor, over to the left. So inside your right foot. And then we're coming down onto the elbows here. So if your elbows reach the floor, great. If they don't, you can go elbows onto blocks. If you need me to kick your blocks over to you, I can do that. Yep, go on blocks if you need to. Yeah. I got him. I know I should have told you to grab them first and I didn't. And they could be at whatever height, right? You could be at a low height. You could be at a medium height. Feel okay, Jennifer? Would you rather the blocks? Looks good. As long as you feel comfortable. You want blocks, Sherry? No.
Look where the bend is. That's a lot of blocks. It would have to be.
No, but that's fine. You can do it. Yeah, that's okay. All right, here's one more thing I'm going to ask you to do here. You're going to keep your legs nice and steady, but see if you can melt your heart a little. Soften that heart space. Maybe it's just softening your face, softening your jaw. You can go on blocks. Yeah. No?
Tall ones, I can.
Yeah. Gives you a little more stretch in the hip. Yeah. No.
This is it.
Yeah.
Short arms.
Yeah. You got the long arms and the short torso. This is easier, right? All right, come on back up. Swing that front leg back. Yep, good. Switch your legs, left foot forward. You're gonna start in that deeper lunge. So start long, long, long. Back beyond a diagonal. Front foot forward. Yep. When you feel steady, squeeze your legs in towards each other. So there's a little lift that happens when you do that, right? When we engage like that, there's like this little lift in the pelvic floor and the low belly. Try to keep that lift, even if you're sitting deep into the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Imagining the halo still happening. Outer shoulder blades hugging in. Front of your heart soft. Face soft. Eyes soft. Nothing you need to do to earn the love. You just welcome it in and offer it back. It's not this transactional thing. Exhale over to the right. Not I have to give it out so I get it back. It's just I'm in the flow. Elbows down. That's it. Yep. Then once you've settled a little, once you've taken a couple of breaths, see if you can let your heart melt a little. Let the space between the shoulder blades melt down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. If you need to use the blocks, use the blocks. Just try to find that physical representation of open-heartedness, what that looks like, what that feels like. Trying to create that for yourself. It's a beautiful thing about yoga. Sometimes we come at it from the heart, sometimes we come at it from the body, sometimes we come at it from the mind, and then they all work on each other, and we come to this holistic practice of just love in all ways. All right, come on up. Come to table. Okay. 2 blankets now. Hopefully you guys have a couple of blankets at home. We're going to make or you could use a bolster. If you have a bolster at home, you can use a bolster. You can use a couple pillows. We're going to make a big blanket roll. So here's how I like to do it. I actually like to roll the fringe into the middle because they tickle me otherwise. So, but that doesn't matter. That's just personal sensory nonsense. Okay. So you're gonna make a big blanket roll, 2 blankets like this. Yeah. Yeah. You got it. Roll it all up. Make a tight little roll or a tight big roll, really, but make it a tight roll. All right, we're going to do a couple of things with this now. Watch me first. So we're going to do, this is the first version of a couple of back bends we're going to do. So the first one, I'm resting like right above my hip points. My hip points are on the blanket, but it's a little bit higher than that. Okay. And then I'm going to firm my legs really strong. If I can reach, I'm going to lace my fingers together behind. So this is version 1, upper body really lifting, extending out from the pelvis, getting longer. And then version 2, if you can reach your feet, kicking your feet back, doing a really upright upper body bow pose. Okay. So bring your belly onto your blanket. Be like a little above your hip points. Now, if you lift your hands off the floor and your face kind of plants down, you're just too far forward. Move back a little bit. You got to be able to get your hands off the floor. Yeah, good. Now come into like a baby cobra. So palms, yep. All right, now work your legs for a minute. Work your legs. Bring your legs towards each other. Tone the muscles of your legs. Your legs are going to support your low back here. Tone your glutes. Stretch your toes back behind you. Okay, if you can, reach back behind, lace your fingers together behind your back. Again, if you start to fall forward, just move yourself back a little bit. Good. Lift your arms up. Lift your heart up. Yes, melt your heart forward a little bit more. Yeah, you can just do it with arms by your sides. Okay, rest for a minute. Just make a little pillow with your hands. Rest your head. Okay. Version 2, we try to hold the feet. So bend up your knees. And if it doesn't work out, just do the first one again. But if you can, bend up your knees, reach for your feet behind you. Again, you might need to move back a little bit. Yeah, if you fall on your face, you're just too far forward. That's it. You could do one leg at a time. You could do one leg and then the other leg. That's fine. Do one leg at a time. Yeah, one leg at a time. So one leg or two, whatever it is, kick your feet back. So move back, Deborah, so that you can lift your chest up. Move back, like move your whole body back. Yeah. There you go. You got it. Kick your feet back. You got it. You got it. You got it. Good. Do the other foot. If you're doing one foot at a time, do the other foot too. Extend up through your heart. Okay, good. And rest. Okay. Come to tabletop. Watch me for a minute. Okay, this one. So I think it's, somewhat easier to find that lift and opening in the front of the body, but we really want to get the legs working and extending also when we're in our back bends. So version 2 is going to look like this. We're going to come forward. I'm going to have my chest on the floor. You could also have your chin on the floor or your forehead. That works too. I'm trying to do it with my head off the floor. I'm going to lift my legs as high as I can. So I'm going to get that extension out through the legs. If you can lace your fingers. You don't have to. You can keep your hands on the floor for balance. And then version 2, we might do that, kicking up the feet behind. Okay, so come forward, chest to the floor. Chest to the floor. Yep, you can do a chin on the floor or forehead on the floor. Good, now squeeze your legs, lift your legs off the floor. That's it. Yes, good. And then from your pelvis, grow your legs out longer. Extend your legs. Now, if you've got your balance, if you feel comfortable, you can lace your hands behind your back here, but you don't have to. That might feel like too much. Yeah, nice. This is locust pose. Get the legs longer. Love not just forward through the heart, but out through the legs. Yes, chest is down for this one, Anne. Actually, chest on the floor. Just lift your legs higher. There you go. There you go. Okay, rest. Okay, rest. Good. Yeah, come to whatever rest position feels reasonable. Okay, if that felt like a lot, you can just take a rest. You could do the same thing again. If you want to try holding the feet, bend up your knees. Chest stays on the floor. Yeah, lift your legs up. Legs up. That's it. Get your knees really high. That's it. You could do one leg at a time, or you could skip it. That's it. Knees up, knees up, knees up, knees up. That's it. Knees up. Kick your feet back. Yeah, good, Margaret. That's it. Okay, rest. Come up to tabletop. Yes. Okay. Slide your blankets over to the side. Knock the water bottle over. Okay. Come to your belly. Let's do those two poses now without using the blankets. We're gonna, but use that same sense of extension of love coming forward, love going back in all directions. So lace your fingers together, or you could just go arms by sides. If your shoulders feel better with your arms at your sides, that's totally fine. Okay, deep breath in, lift everything. Good. Lift your legs higher, lift your torso higher, lift your arms higher. Expand, love in waves. Take it in, send it out. Good. Release, turn your cheek. All right, bend up your knees. Catch your feet. If that doesn't work for you, just do the same pose again. You don't have to do this one if it's too much. Good. Hug your legs towards each other. Root your tailbone. Tone your glutes. Okay, now lift your knees. Lift your chest. Lift everything up. Kick your feet to your hands. Lift higher. Heart higher. Knees higher. Feet higher. Everything up. Good. Exhale, release. Turn your cheek. Good. Do a little windshield wiper with your legs. Nice, you guys. Very good. Okay, roll over right where you are for a bridge pose. So just roll to your back. Bend up your knees. Bring your elbows in, make little T-Rex arms next to you. So snuggle your shoulder blades in towards your spine. So the collarbones feel broad. Okay, Rob, take a little, yeah. Yeah, press your head, the center of your head down into the floor. So there's a curve in your neck, and then slowly begin to lift your hips up, keeping your knees towards each other. If it helps to keep the arms here, you can keep the arms here. If you want to lace your fingers behind your back, you can lace your fingers behind your back. Take your hips as high as you can. Let your legs do more of the work here. The shoulders, the heart, they do a lot, but you can let your legs do more of the work here. Yeah. Love doesn't just flow one way. It's around us, it's inside us. It can flow in all directions, not just through the heart. All right, release your hands, lower your hips. Roll to your side. All right, come on up. All right, I want to finish at the wall. Bring your blankets with you. We're going to do a modified shoulder stand at the wall, but come to the wall with your stuff. So bring your mat, bring your blankets. And if you really are not, if you don't want to do shoulder stand at all, you can actually just stay where you are and have a block nearby, and I'll show you a modification there. But come to the wall like at home if you don't want to do it, you don't have support. Let me show you like short side to the wall, short side to the wall. Yep. Have your blankets with you. Yep. Squeeze right in there, Margaret. You're good. You need to come to we can't use the windows. Nah. No, that window, just the wall with the windows. We need like actual solid wall. The windows are single pane glass, and we will punch them out if we touch them. So yeah, come to a wall space. You got it. Okay. Here's the setup. You're going to take your blankets, your 2 blankets, and you're going to fold them back how they came off the stack, like this, and you're going to stack them. So you've got 2 blankets stacked like this. Yeah. Okay. And then, do you mind if I show on yours, just because I'll be on the video also? Is that okay? Can I show on your? I definitely don't want to be on the video. Oh, so we can move you over there. No, we can move you over there. Yeah. This space is on the video, but you can just move right over there, and then you're not on it. Okay, so this is the setup, you guys. Everything comes in close-ish to the wall like this. I'm going to just show here, and then I'm going to move you over, okay? So close to the wall, so much closer to the wall than that. Close to the wall. And the mat is folded over. So closest to the wall. Now, if you're on the taller side, I'm short, so I'm super close. If you're taller than me, you might be out a little farther, but you want to be in pretty close to the wall. Okay. Now, watch me. And you can come over. If you can't really see from where you are, please come over. This is really important. We don't do this pose that often because it's one of those poses that's like we put in the bucket of like needs to be done with a lot of care and may not be the right pose for you. And then I can show you a different variation. Okay, watch what I'm doing. I'm laying down. My shoulders are on the blanket. My head is off. My shoulders are on. My head is off. Where are my shoulders? On. Head off. I'm going to make you say it like 3 more times. I'm not kidding. Because it's the most important thing, because this is how we keep the curve in the neck, and this is how we do the pose really safely. And it's a great pose. I love to do this pose, but it requires a careful setup. Okay. So then I'm going to just lift up like this, and I'm going to bring my hands to my back. And maybe this is enough. Now look, I've got all this space here. I've got space in my neck. It is not neck stand. It is shoulder stand. All my weight is in my arms, right? Maybe I'm going to here. Maybe I'm going to here. Maybe I'm doing one foot, the other foot. Maybe I'm just staying right here. Any of those versions, it's all the same pose, and you get that beautiful downward flow of energy. Now, if you have a cervical spine issue, you're not doing this pose. Deborah, what did I say? You're not doing it. Deborah, come down. What did I say? Shoulders on. No. I said shoulders on, head off. Shoulders on, head off. Your shoulders were off. Come over here. Try. Is this okay? Yeah. You can also do a bridge with a block under your hips if it feels like too much. Yeah. So you might have to scoot out. You got to scooch in close to it. There you go. That's better. Does your neck feel a little more comfortable that way? Yeah. That's good. Feel okay? Good. Scoot in, scoot in. I know you got to kind of squeeze yourself in. That's it. I know. If you're taller, you got to move farther out. That's perfect. That's perfect. And then if you want to just stay there, you can just stay there. If you want to go hips up. So here's the thing, as your hips are coming up, walk your elbows towards the wall. So as your hips come up, walk your elbows towards the wall. Yep, bend your knees. Yep, just like that. Perfect. Come on up, hands to your back. That's it. Now scoot your elbows that way a little bit, like just snuggle in closer. Like that. Perfect. Perfect. I would really rather you not do that. It compromises your cervical spine tremendously. Oh, you're saying not at the wall? Oh yeah, of course. You don't have to use the wall if you don't want to use the wall. You need to use the blankets. Yes, yes, yes. No, I need you to use the blankets because if you're flat on your spine, it's not a great situation for your cervical spine. So I really want you to use the blankets. I mean, you're a grown up, do whatever you want, but now hands to your back. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Perfect. Well, for your neck, like I'm not this obnoxious about the other poses, but this one I'm going to be obnoxious about. Okay. Because the cervical spine, yeah, that's it. So get your hips up. No, you're doing it right. Stay here.
I did it before, but then I tried to adjust this and I ruined it.
It's okay. You're good. So bring your elbow. Remember how we came up into bridge, like pushing down like this? Okay. Bend your knees, hips up. Keep pushing your arms down. Hips up, hips up. Hips, hands to your back first. Hands to your back. Nope. Onto your back like this. Lift your hips up first. So feet on the wall, hips up high, hips up, hands to your back. Bring your elbows in close. There you go. Hands underneath, just like that, just like that, just like that. Not great for your neck.
My head is fine. But
yes.
my shoulders,
You're rolling off. So come down, hang on, come down, scoot this way a little bit. Yeah, come down whenever you need to, guys. Go back to the wall. Just scoot your butt this way.
I can't move it. I'm as close to it.
I don't think you are. See, you're not. There you go. Okay, now, so as you come, as you're coming up, walk your elbows towards the wall. Oh, sorry. Why is this ringing? Walk your elbows towards the wall.
Yeah.
Yep, more. Hands to your back. Hands to your back like this. Like that. That's your pose. That's it. Push your elbows down, push your shoulders down. Neck okay? Head okay? Go one leg up, you can go both legs up. Yep, or you can just stay here. You can walk your feet up the wall. Lots of options. Yep, that's it. All right. These are some long shoulder stands, you guys. All right. I mean, you know, the books say you should hold it for a while. So not on the sides, really on your back, like that, like that. All right, come on down. Rest. Don't come up yet. Like, don't sit up. So come down nice and slow. Don't come up. Just stay there, like for a few breaths. Everybody always likes to just like jump right up after a shoulder stand. So just stay, settle. How'd it go at home, guys? Sorry, I was walking around the room. Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Good. All right, that's shoulder stand. So now just push your feet into the wall. Just walk yourself backwards on your mat. Yeah, like walk yourself towards the center of the room. That's it. Yep, you got it. Just like that. Yeah. Get your hips off the blanket. So just keep walking until your hips are off. That's it. And then we can use, okay, so just keep the blankets where they are. If hips are on the floor, hug your knees to your chest. Just pull your knees in. That's it. Just pull your knees in. Good. Yep. And you could do some circling or rocking here. You could just hold and breathe. All right, good. And then pull your knees way up close into your chest. Take your arms out to your sides. Just if you're bumping into somebody, just give them a high five. It's okay. And then take your knees up towards your right armpit. So drop them to the floor. Let them come down. Let your feet come down. That's it. Knees to the right. That's it. Let your left shoulder relax. Let your right shoulder relax. You want more twist for your spine, you can turn your head to the left. If that bothers your spine, you can turn your head to the right or just be in neutral. All right, good. Inhale, bring your knees up. Just center yourself on your mat. You may have to shift a little bit to the right and then bring your knees up towards your left armpit. Bring them up more, Margaret, if you can, like up towards your armpit. Yeah, that's it. Let your feet relax, your legs relax. Maybe they don't stay together. That's okay. Right shoulder relax, left shoulder relax, face and jaw relax. All right, inhale, knees back up. All right, we're gonna come to Shavasana. Now, if you want to roll up the blankets and put them underneath your knees, you can do that. If you want to just move them to the side, you can do that. If you need blankets under your head, you could do it that way. Whatever you want to do with the blankets, up to you. Find your way to Shavasana. Yeah, just stay where you are, just in the interest of time, because we're out of time. So let's stretch out. Just do a quick Shavasana. I hate rushing Shavasana, but do that. It's just a couple of minutes. All right. Let your body relax. Separate your feet, your arms by your sides. Let your whole body just let go, melt. Find that melted heart feeling all over your whole body. Have a sense that every pore of your skin could open up to receive love in and to offer love back out. Love wants to permeate you everywhere. Let it. Take a moment to remember being in that experience of love in any way that you have experienced it. And let that feeling flood into the dark areas of your being. Everything you're scared of, everything you're ashamed of. Let it flood into your best, most presentable places. Soak it up through and through. Into your limbs, into your belly, into your heart, into your brain, into every secret place. As you're lying there, love your skin, love your bones, love your muscles, love the air around you, the earth beneath you, the light in the air. Let this feeling of love expand of its own accord in all directions. From that sense of unconditional love within yourself, that experience outwards to the surface of your skin, forwards, backwards, down, up, out to the sides. Just welcoming it back in with every breath. Gently now, allow your breath to deepen. Allow your body to stretch, gently reawaken. Begin to bend your knees. Find your way to your side. And all the way back to seated. So this idea of spiritual love, of divine love, it's not about how much we're giving or receiving, but how deeply we can be in that flow that can go in all directions. You know, when we can have this sense of this feeling, this experience of unconditional love, we tap into that. We have this sense of being less afraid, of being alone, of being afraid of being able to take care of ourselves, of always being in that outward expression of what do I have to do to be good enough, to get the world to like me, accept me, need me. It just becomes this extension of the heart that says, I can hold this bigness inside of me. I can also be the beloved, and that love can flow towards me as well. You can use an image to get you there. You can use a word or a mantra or an idea. But the important thing is that we just connect to it and we feel it so that we can receive it and we can offer it back unconditionally, without conditions. Bring your hands together at your heart. And let's finish together with an Om. If you'd like to join, take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great day and a great Thanksgiving if I don't see you before then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're
Happy
welcome.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yes, happy
Congratulations to the happy
Thank you.
couple, Rachel.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was so nice to see Zeb
I
smiling
know.
so much.
Everybody was like, he's smiling. He's smiling.
Yes.
I know. He's never smiling.
It's love.
I know. So good. So good.